Before this video starts, I'd love to give a huge shout out to Genevieve, Jimmy's Room Exposed, and Flin Flan for all being tier 3 level members of the Frenzy. Thank you so much for supporting us on the YouTube channel, as well as all of my other members on the YouTube channel here. Thank you so much for all of the support and keeping the Frenzy afloat. I really appreciate you. And if you want to become a member as well and get access to some early videos, shout outs, and emotes, you can go below this video in the description and you can find the link and you can read up about our tiers, or you can support us on Twitch or our website, both in the description below. Thank you.
Stupidity. It's viral. It spreads. Worse than any disease that we know of. It's wild. Many people have said the lie will circle the world 2 times before the truth has enough time to put on its shoes. You know what I mean?
This meme is very real.
So true, Marjorie. And the meme that we're going to be looking at is also very real. So I want to take a look at something. As I was on break because my internet was out, some things were happening. So we're going to be covering some of that. One of the very wackiest things that happened were 2 things: CPAC and AF pack. Now, I've never been to one of these packs, okay? Cause I'm packing Schmeat, so I don't need, I've got all the pack that I need. But these guys, they need their packs. And so CPAC is the Republicans convention where they bring up all of their conservative superstars to talk about how they want to make the world worse for minorities and poor people. AF pack is where they talk about how they would like to get rid of minorities and poor people. So it's a slight difference, but a difference nonetheless. And because of that, there are very different people at each, but at the same time, sometimes they're near the same people. It's very strange how that works out. There's a lot of overlap. There's like a osmosis going on. AF Pack is ran by our good buddy, our good friend, my favorite Hispanic political commentator, Nick Fuentes. And so Nicky Boy and his Grape Squad made their pack because they weren't let into the to CPAC. Because apparently, to his knowledge, he said that they're ran by what he would call Jews and also women and blacks and homosexuals. Those are his words, and so they don't, and so he isn't allowed there anymore. Especially after the last incident where he walked around the outside of CPAC with his crew and went, "Groiper, get groiped, you just got groiped." That's true. That happened. They found like some random person, some random journalist that they didn't like, and he was like, "Hi," and they all surrounded him and they were like, "Loser, loser, loser," and they went, "Woo! You just got groiped. You just got groiped. We groiped you." It was probably it was the weirdest shit that I've seen in my entire life. As a Hispanic, we don't claim him. I mean, he doesn't really like Hispanics, so at least he doesn't like Hispanic people, so the feeling is mutual on that at least. Well, the sort of crossover episode that I'm alluding to here, and I gotta say it's a worse crossover episode than Timmy Turner and Jimmy Neutron, is our good friend Marjorie decided to go to AF Pack. She was there. Look at her. Look, she's so happy. She's so happy to be around. Oh my gosh, look at her go. This place looks cheap as heck. I'm sorry. They got like the recitals. They got the recital stand. No, I see it. They have the stand that they pull out for high school graduation that you stand up on. You know what I mean? They got this one. They're renting it right now. They got the American flag and their cute little AF flag and everything. Look, they're so happy. He's so happy. So cool and not creepy. Yeah, the goons are back in town. The goblins are deciding to hoard together for warmth. It's a cold, dark world out there, all right? So the goblins, they gotta come together for warmth. Nazi middle school assembly. Yeah, it's honestly, they're around like middle school anyways, so it all makes sense. It's all coming together. Marjorie Taylor Greene announced as a surprise speaker at white nationalist Nick Fuentes America First Political Action Conference tonight in Orlando, Florida. Marjorie has now joined Paul Gosar in embracing Fuentes. Fuentes claimed alt-right troll Milo Yiannopoulos made it happen. Oh man, Milo made it? Oh, I didn't know they were still talking to Milo. Well, they're both like on the pedo spectrum, so that's nice at least. Also, that's true. Milo said that it's good for young boys to be assaulted, and Nick thinks that 15 and 16-year-old girls are old enough to be married off to adults, just so you know. And also, if you bring it up, they'll make fun of you for thinking that the age of consent is important. Milo's still alive. Yeah, Milo was busy. Last time I heard of Milo, he was busy selling like $400 busts of Jesus Christ for like a for-profit weird like online televangelist church or something. Forgot about Milo. Yeah, he kind of got disowned after he said that like young boys should be like harmed, which is not necessarily like the best take, but it definitely is a take that a human being could have. I did not know that, but it is, unfortunately. Yeah, Milo isn't welcome here. We don't like him. We don't like him. There's something that Fuentes had to say while he was there.
And you want to know the secret? To borrow a phrase from a friend of mine, our secret sauce here, it's these young white men. That's what we call the secret ingredient. America and the world has forgotten about them, but not us. You know, they say about America.
That's true. You guys ever walk around and you're like, man, white men, nobody cares about them. Dude, white men, they're on the back foot. They are the most oppressed minority. I think about this a lot. I think about this a lot. It's pretty bad. Yeah, white men, the forgotten class. White men exist. Yeah, in Joe Biden's America, white men are going to be like shiny Pokemon. It's pretty hacked up. Yeah, keep your white sauce away from me. White men, and sauce? Name a less iconic duo.
They say diversity is our strength, you know? And I look at China and I look at Russia. Can we give a round of applause for Russia? Yes.
Yeah, they do love their ethnic cleansing. Go figure. Yes.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You know, but I take a look around.
He's so rat-like. You know what? I'm glad someone finally said it. Nick is like how I would imagine a rat being turned into like the human, being like hit with a humaninator ray or something, you know? He is very rat-like. He is very rodent-like 100%. Very rodent-like boy. You're right. I'm so glad someone put it into words. Because I wasn't, that's why cats like him so much. Yeah, that's why cat boys like him so much. Because he's a rat boy. Contrarianism as a political platform. No. It's not contrarianism. It's actually right in line with their political ideology. This isn't contrarianism that brings them to like Putin and Russia and the actions that they're engaging in Ukraine. No, not at all. Remember Putin's speech? Remember his blood and soil speech where he basically gave the 14 words? Remember Putin's whole crusade in Ukraine was born out of ethnic nationalism. That's why he's doing what he's doing. That's why he's sending in non-ethnic Russian soldiers to go die in Ukraine and not like the ethnically Russian ones, because he knows that they're going to be suffering heavy losses. All of that. Remember that? Don't let that be forgotten, okay? Because they haven't forgotten it. He was speaking directly to these types of people. These are the types of people who support him. This is it. So yeah, these are the exact type of people that that Nick and crew and his besties would like to model their society after, because that's who they want. That's what they want to do. Is this sort of like ethnic cleansing, blood and soil sort of genes rule everything, in the way that you look determines everything about you and how you're going to be treated. That's important to him. He's a very ignorant child. That's true. Like the last time we spoke about him, that was kind of pointed out to him by like another conservative woman, actually, which it was like, he likes authoritarian countries and states. He likes Russia. These people, they love Russia. That's why they're chanting Putin's name, because they like what's going on, right? They stand diametrically opposed of everything that we want to do. You spoke to him? I didn't speak to him. A woman spoke to him. He got bodied by a woman, which was really freaking funny, because he said that women deserve to be second-class citizens in that conversation. But she said something along the lines of, it's really easy to say that you want a certain political system until you actually get it, because she knew someone who felt exactly the same way he did about like, authoritarianism isn't bad. Authoritarianism and totalitarianism is only bad when my enemies do it, but when I do it, it's super sick, and I'm going to be the boot, because having a boot at all to stomp on people is not bad. The only time it's bad is when I'm the one being stomped on. That's his unironic political ideology. It's pretty fucking stupid, right? And so with that being said, he kind of like, oh well, because you don't know, because you think that all these things are cool until it actually happens. Everyone gets stepped on. Okay, there's only one person at the top, and that's Putin, and everybody else lives under his boot. That's how that works. That's how that works. So it's really funny watching all of these types of people, like the like tankies come together and rally behind Putin because apparently he's destroying Nazism, and then the Nazis coming behind Putin because they know that he's an ethnic supremacist and ethnic nationalist. On a war to eviscerate a democratic society because they're too close to the cucked and cringe multicultural societies that are doing way better than Russia's economy, which is if you didn't know, crumbling. It's weird how that works. He just wants a dom. It is true that Nazism, ethnic nationalism, and all these types of ideologies are sub-bottom energy. Okay, he wants a daddy. He wants someone to take care of him. He wants to be slapped around. He wants to be in sort of like an abusive a 24/7 dom situation where someone has complete control over him and he gets led around on a leash. That's unironically what he wants. It's kind of cucked. It's kind of gross that he wants to also bring us unwillingly to be a part of his kink. It's pretty gross. Where's RGR when you need her? So with that being said, let's talk a little bit about Marjorie. Now, Marjorie, all right, listen, Marjorie, she got brought into this. And people didn't really like it, right? Like after that happened, people had some questions for her. You know, Nick Fuentes, not necessarily the most liked figure. You know, after his people went on to go say that they're too cocked because homosexuals deserve to be like killed or something, and white people shouldn't date black people because it's like white people dating dogs. You know, it's weird how that works out. So people had some questions for Marjorie after she was done. And she didn't like it very much. She was kind of upset that that people were asking these questions of her. But they decided to ask the questions. Anyway. Let's just take a look at what they had to say. Let's just take these. They just surrounded her, asked her a couple of questions. She didn't like it.
I have got to get to the airport, but I'm glad to talk to you about this. I do not know Nick Fuentes. I've never heard him speak. I've never seen a video. I don't know what his views are, so I'm not aligned with anything that may be controversial.
It's really convenient that you find out about a person and their organization, and they're very close to a politician that she knows and works closely with, which is Paul Gosar, who knows a lot about them. Yeah, Marjorie's never seen a video before. She lives like the Amish, okay? She's actually allergic to technology. Electrodes make her sneeze. But like, you're right, this is cap. I think she's straight capping, okay? I think what happened is that she knew what was going on. She knew that these could be like some new voters. She wanted to talk to them. And so what happened is that she was like, hey, what's going on? And was like, oh, I mean, what? I don't support a single thing that he's done wrong. I just like talking to people. I love talking.
What I can tell you is I went to his event last night to address his very large following, because that is it's a very young following, and it's a generation I'm extremely concerned about.
It's a white nationalist group.
Excuse me a minute. I'll tell you exactly why I went. I went to talk to them about America First policies, and I talked to them about what's important for our country going forward. Now, in regards to Russia, Putin...
Now, because once again, they're like, so you not only do you support this guy, I'm sorry, you can't like show up on someone's conference, shake hands with them, hey, what's going on? I love you. Hey, wow, so glad to be here. And then be like, what? I never heard a single. I think it's like super irresponsible if it's true that she has no clue what's going on. Do you just walk around in the dark? You're an elected official, woman. You need to have a little bit more like wherewithal when it comes to who you talk to and who you promote. That's important. But okay, whatever. She knows what she's doing. Yeah, I think she knows what she's doing. I don't think that she's like a fool here and doesn't know anything. I think she knows exactly the type of people, or at least she has an idea of how bad they are. She heard it. She just doesn't care.
Putin is a murderer.
Or she supports it.
And he should have never invaded Ukraine. What he is doing is completely wrong. I stand with our NATO member allies, and I'm completely against this war.
It's a white nationalist
Excuse
group.
me, I'm going to finish. Everything that he's doing is wrong. He's killing people over and over. So I'm staunchly against it, and I'm staunchly against Vladimir Putin and his invasion of Ukraine.
But she couldn't say that when she was actually there. Listen, hey, listen, you got to talk to people differently. I love Putin when I'm on stage, but I hate him when I'm off.
Another thing that's extremely important for me to say is the whole reason this is happening is because Joe Biden is a weak president. Now America is a weak country and our entire world is falling apart and we're seeing war erupt, which did not happen under President Trump because we had peace through strength. So this is something that we...
What? Joe Biden. Joe Biden made me a Nazi. Why? Joe Biden made me talk to Nazis, bro. Chill. Leave me alone. Sure, they're white nationalists. Like, here's the thing. AFPAC isn't the only gathering of young people. Honestly, she could have just gone to, I mean, there are some Nazis there too, but she could have just gone to a TPUSA convention or whatever. She could have just done that. She decided not to. She decided to go here specifically. Very strange. It's very weird how this is the place where she decided to go, because Nick isn't that big. He really isn't. He really isn't. Now, he's prolific in the sense that he's gotten into a lot of mischief, but his audience is really not that huge. And it's not as big as it used to be. He's much smaller than he was, specifically because of all the deplatforming, which is gigapog, as we like to say here. I think it's really sick. But yeah, he's nowhere near as big as he was. There's no reason for her to feel like she needs to talk to these people in this way. She knew what she was doing.
We've got to really focus on, and I'm appalled at our country for putting America last this way, making us depend on China, Russia, and foreign countries for our critical supplies and our energy.
Do you endorse Nick Fuentes' views?
Excuse me, I don't know what his views are. I've never...
He's a white nationalist.
I do not endorse those views. The reason why...
I disavow, bro. I disavow, bro. I have no clue what's going on. I never listen to anybody speak. Listen, I just wander around and people offer me a stage and then I just start speaking. I have no clue where I am, no clue what I'm doing. I just see some people and I just start talking and that's it. Yep. Oh, I got invited here. I flew out here just to, you know, I'm just talking, man. No clue what's going on. Yeah, peace through strength. Peace through strength. Sure, definitely. 100%. There's no peace through strength through Trump. What the fuck are you talking about? I love the idea that they think that like Trump achieved peace with North Korea or something. North Korea, wasn't it that North Korea, the second after Trump left, Trump left like the DMZ or something? The DMZ. Yeah, the DMZ, that like what, like a week later or less than a week, North Korea started sending more missiles over Japan. Wasn't that like less than a week after he left? Yeah, dude, so much peace, 100%. Just cope, huffing that coat, bro.
Was to talk to the audience, just like...
Didn't Trump almost start a war with Iran? Yes, yes. And also, Iran could be building nukes right now because he ended the Iran nuclear deal. He just ended it. So there's no reason for Iran not to be building nukes right now. That's the reason why. He ended it, didn't put anything else in place. And so we ruined like a decade of work with Iran to stop nuclear proliferation. Why would they not? I mean, what other than the fact that they just don't want it? Yeah, and bomb Syria. So much peace, broski. So much peace around the world. Oh my gosh. If you just don't look at all the times where there wasn't peace, there's so much peace, bro.
Know what his views are. I've never...
He's a white nationalist.
I do not endorse those views. The reason why I went was to talk to the audience, just like I've talked to many different audiences. I've talked to Democrat union workers earlier this week. I've talked here at CPAC. I talked to his people who were there. It wasn't an alignment. It was to talk about getting everyone together to save our country. And I think that's what...
Could I ask, why did you take the stage, though?
An appearance is an endorsement.
Young white men...
Ripperino. Well, I gotta get out of here, guys. That's true. Trump did touch the orb. I forgot how goofy this fucking picture looked. I forgot how like Disney villain way like the picture looked of him, me and the boys with my orb. Yeah, he almost started a war with Russia after he started just bombing random shit in Syria. Wild how that works. Whose idea was that? I think I forgot what the orb is, but it's like some orb when it comes to like some Middle Eastern countries, and they go there and they grab the orb together. Nisha Dark Descent. Yeah, they're putting together, they're plotting, they're scheming, they're putting their energy together to summon a demon to fucking kill Joe Biden so he won't lose, so Trump won't lose our re-election. The ritual. We must have the ritual, broski. It's important. So yes, I have no clue what's going on. Me, POV me when I know literally nothing about another human being. No, she's looking at him like she's a long-term fan. Hey, what's up, Nick? Long-time viewer, first-time caller. Glad to be speaking with you. Like, what the hell are you talking about, man? Shut the fuck up. So, after this, Nick had some words. He had some words for her. Is this one it? Yeah, he had some words for her. He was doing a little bit of simping. I'm not lying to you. He was doing a tiny bit of simping. It's really fucking funny. Yeah, she's a lurker. Yeah, she's just a lurker. It's really funny. And down bad. Honestly, a little down bad. It's really funny because in this video, he's wrestling with his misogyny versus his racism. And affinity for stupid politicians. So he's like, man, she really is on board with all of our worst policies, but she is a fucking woman. So I'm not sure. It's really boggling his mind here. Take a look.
I thought that was very good and delivered very well. I thought the execution was very good. She looked very presidential, I would say.
Whoa, all right. A little bit of simping, Simp Lord Supreme. Even for a woman, I was impressed. Pretty presidential. Yeah, he wants that nussy, the Nazi pussy. He's conflicted. He's conflicted because it's the first human woman he's ever touched. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I mean, it is the first woman he's ever touched. That's true. Oh, also, some people were asking, was there a clip of him getting clapped? Yes, it's a video on our channel. It's called, what is it called? It's called like Misogynist Forced to Admit That He's Never Touched a Woman. I think they're misogynist forced to admit he's never dated a woman. I think that's what I titled the video. And it's really funny because she got him delectable, delicious. That's true. Immaculate. That video had immaculate flavor. Okay. Because he unironically, she was talking to him and she was like, have you ever had a girlfriend? He's like, no, never had a girlfriend. Never really been on a date. And he was like, oh, getting women is so easy. I've watched pickup artist videos. And, it's the same trick to get any woman, basically. It's the same sort of song and dance. You can basically get any woman, unironically. And then she was like, have you ever dated? He's like, nope, never dated before. It was immaculate flavor. So I think this is, unironically, the first woman who he's ever touched. It's pretty good. It's pretty tasty, I must say.
I don't know if I necessarily support a woman president, but she looked very presidential, very statesman-like.
It's so fucking good. Me wrestling with racism versus my wrestling with simping versus misogyny. This is it. This is the battle. You're watching it. You're watching the battle of simping and misogyny, right? It's wild shit together.
It's very support a woman president, I would say. I don't know if I necessarily support a woman president. But
I don't support a woman.
Very presidential, very statesman-like, stateswoman-like. That was good. Immigration moratorium, someone pointed out. Secure the border, deport all the illegals. Very good.
Man, wrestling. Yeah, there's two wolves inside you. There's two wolves inside Nick. One's gay, the other is gay. They're both gay. He's gay. No woman, no maidens. Nick does actually have no maidens, which is very sad. It is very sad. It's super sad. Where's that clip of him? Wait, where's that clip of him talking about femboys? Where was that? Because he has an old clip of him being like, well, if you like have sex with a femboy, it's not like super gay because they're just like, they're like women, they're feminine. It's close. No femboy. No, he was like, femboys are kind of pog because they're not gay like women. Just get some pussy, my bro. That may be what he needs. That's true. Shark, poor baby. Hog. I feel bad. He would love ancient Rome. I think so too. Wait a second. Where's? Oh no, can I not find this? Can I not find this? No. There's a video called Nick Fuentes is a homo. He addresses the Catboy controversy.
But I'm waiting. I want to look. We have to address the Catboy thing at some point tonight. Everybody's so concerned about it. I was waiting for a good question about it, but I might as well address it. I did a stream with Lolly Socks. He's now known as Catboy Cam. He changed his name. I advised him to change his name because, Lolly Socks, not great optics. Frankly, I didn't put my stamp on
Lolly Socks, not a good optics. Catboy Cammy. That's what he wanted. He wanted Catboy. Okay.
Approval on Catboy Cammy. I was like, it's not really, it's a little, Lolly Socks, it's hard to be worse than that, but, is that really better, Catboy Cammy? In any case, this guy, if you don't know who he is, he's been on the Weekly Sweats. I did a stream with him last month. He was a D-Live streamer. He would stream 24/7 on D-Live. and he would do these like Filthy Frank style lifestyle streams. He was on 20.
So yeah, he found a boyfriend. He found a boyfriend. I think it's cute. They're racist together. And I'm telling you, okay? They didn't just, if you don't remember this lore, they didn't just spend time together. Do you guys remember how long was it? Didn't they stream for like 11 hours together or something? Didn't they stream for like 11 hours together? Like they were like they were just straight like they went out to eat together. They went to not an amusement park. But they went to like an arcade together and everything. They hung out all day. It was like an 11-hour like stream. She was insane. They were there together all the time. So yeah. Wait, I just want to find this old clip. I just want to find this old clip of him being like, so this is them hanging out together. Wait, this is them hanging out. Cutest Nazi couple of 20. This is them hanging out together. So he's literally out with the cat ears on and everything. Oh, whoops, I have it muted.
I just kept watching. I watched a lot of videos about dinosaurs. People have been giving me shit about. I said I don't believe in dinosaurs. So I was doing some research about that. Watching like some, and then I just got sucked in, and then I was watching videos about the end times and about Noah's Ark, and then I was watching a video about Star Wars.
So you've looked at the data. What do you think about the dinosaurs now then?
So I guess so they're real, but they lived with people. That was the. But they're not real. I didn't say.
So yeah, they talked about dinosaurs.
With people, and they were created by.
He's wearing an anime shirt.
And they died in the flood.
When it comes to shit like dinosaurs,
7 foot.
No,
You're
like
walking.
6'9".
You're walking on the curb right now. Can't see what you're walking. It's not, you're walking on the curb.
so me and Nick were hanging out last night. We come home, and there's been a shooting outside my house.
Wait, did you establish that it was a shooting? Or?
What else could it have been? There were so many cop cars. I think there were so many.
Get you someone who looks at you like Nick Fuentes looks at Cowboy Cammy. Oh, unironically cute together. Oh no, wholesome Nazi. How cute, so perfect. Yeah, no. New emote. You think this should be a new emote? This could be a site emote because I can't have it be a Twitch emote. You think so? Yeah, it's got the trans flag and everything. There you go. Look at them. They're vibing together.
Cop cars.
I think you're.
Well, it was either a shooting or like a car crash.
I don't know what it was, but you jump into conclusions. I don't know. Did you ever get to the bottom? Did you ask around?
No, I went inside and I locked the door.
Yeah, that was probably smart. Yeah, I couldn't figure it out. I tried.
It was supposed to be safe.
You're you're alive.
Yeah, and so they were like,
The average Tinder date. I just got.
Still check.
Yeah, I just got roast beef juice all over my pants. Together.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, you give your friend a hug. Oh, gay.
Yeah.
Oh, you go
kiss
out.
your friend on the lip. Oh, gay.
Oh, you.
so gay. Huh, so gay. He looks like a goblin. Oh no. Wouldn't it be so gay if we kiss right now? So gay. Oh no. Romance is palpable. They both have such little drip. They do have negative drip, right? They do have negative drip, and that's like the real shame. That's the real shame. Truly. How unfortunate. Nick on the friends. No, okay. I guess I can't find it. I missed this clip. I wish I kept this clip around. It was so good. It was so good. Yes, I saw it. We'll be talking about this once we're done with this. I really wish I kept this clip around. Anyways, that's unfortunate. Well, there you go. There's the boys are back together. How fun. How cute. But like Marjorie, she has some pretty abominable views. So I'm really not surprised over the fact that she would be associating herself with this, right? Because she said that it's time to like hunt to fight trans people. She said it's time to have a war on trans people. I'm not joking. She said that we need to stand up to the trans mafia. This is true. Marjorie Green claims violence is needed to stand up to trans people. That's true. She said that. Yeah. Wild shit is going on in the Marjorie camp. She was on Alex Jones, and basically what she quoted was a they them counselor who apparently shared a cabin with 5th grade girls on like a school trip or something, right? And so that calls back to this story that was in Fox News, which is the California parents say biological male counselor slept in camp cabins with 5th grade girls. Camp policy allows sleeping arrangement based on gender identity, right? And so basically what happened is that they're claiming that like some biological male was sleeping in the same cabin as these girls, right? The cabin says that they have no recollection at all of this happening. In a statement, an attorney for the Pali Institute, which is like program's owner. To our knowledge, there has been no biological male counselors that shared cabins with female students in Pali. While counselors may have used pronouns that are they, them, the use of these pronouns are not restricted to biological males. Biological females also use those terms. So yes, they had no clue about the fact that like more than one, they actually think that every single trans person is like male to something, right? They actually think that every single trans person is like, it has like XY chromosomes, which is wild. I didn't even know that they knew that non-binary people were considered trans or anything, which is a little wacky to me, a little strange. But yeah, so this is a fake story. I think this is a fake story so far. Like they have no recollection of this happening. These parents just say it happened, and the only place that they've filed it has been to Fox News, and the fact that that's the first and the only places that they've gone to, that and the fact that the only places to actually report on this has been Fox News and the Post Millennial. I don't know, I just think it's a little strange, a little weird how nobody else has picked this up. Because remember the Boy Scout story? Remember when the Boy Scouts were sued because what, like 1 million boys had been like assaulted? Remember that? Don't you think that went everywhere? Everyone talked about that. Everybody posted something about that. Not here. It's only in this place. They said they launched an investigation because they take everything seriously, but there's been no evidence to come forward of them actually like sleeping together. And so once again, more anti-trans hatred has been drummed up over what so far seems to be a fake story, and going to the idea that we need to be like hunting or fighting trans people is just fucking ridiculous. Did you look at this wild shit that she said? First off, if I was a parent of a 5th grade daughter and I had to sleep and showered in some kind of cabin, my bad, and I had to sleep and shower in some kind of cabin in summer camp, I paid money to send my child to, and there was a man calling himself a woman sleeping in her cabin, this did not happen. There was not a man called a woman. There was someone who was using they, them pronouns, which, just so you know, not everybody who uses they, them pronouns is male. Wild how this shit happened. Showering with her, she literally just made this up. Nobody said anything about showering. That guy he'd be in jail. He would be in jail because, well, first off, my husband would have beat him into the ground, and then he'd be in jail. So my husband, he violent, he attacked people. I love him. I love it. I love it when my husband beats people up. I love it when my husband fights people. My wife, yeah, totally, 100% broski. Just some more absolutely wild shit. Thankfully, there were some Congress people who stepped out against it. But hey, listen, it's not surprising that Marjorie has these types of friendships. I think we're going to be seeing a lot more of it. At least it's out in the open so we all can see it. Huh? That's fun. Them trying to wedge more white nationalism into the Republican Party. I didn't think it needed more. Personally, I honestly thought that I needed less, but hey, it's not my party. I guess they're the ones